you know, have an illusion, give her an illusion of a pointed nose, you know, this Michael Jackson is not possible, but you know what I mean. So we go from the brown. I'm a makeup artist, so this, even if I make a mistake, which I will not do, I can actually adjust it. But because it's a dark color and you're starting your makeup, if you make mistake here, and there you go there. Now there you go there. So you don't want anything that is going to. So you can just be trying it on your own on days that you don't want to actually go out until you are able to do it on your own. But if not, some people, most of the time, even this morning, I say did powder nose contour actually. So it works all the time. But I said I'm going to show you everything, even if you're not going to use it immediately, but just so that you are aware. So that when you see it anywhere, you're not like, which one is this one again? Juliet. So we're just slimming out the nose, and this is the part where I actually love skin work first. So did we see how the nose does? So everything is just about, you know, the illusion of, oh, this pointed nose or enhancing her features. That's what makeup is. It's not to change her now, to be honest. I cannot do that. Ahead, I'm going to apply cream bronzer. Sorry, cream blush. Again, you can actually do powder blush, right? But go ahead, do your face with your powder blush. Don't do cream blush. You can go ahead and do that. For me, I will do cream. I will do powder. I will do everything. So the thing is, one of the reasons why I would say do both if you have the time is it lasts longer. Because if you apply only powder, you know the face, you know what it will look like. So when you apply foundation and powder, you know what it will look like. So there's a difference. The same thing with all the cream and powder products. So that's why you see I love to do everything. I'm going to cream. So that's why some of us, you will see us, even this makeup I did, 8 p.m. till today, you see the same my blush is there because my base, everything is cream and powder, it works hand in hand. If I do only powder brush and blush for her, it will last a while. But after a while, it will just start looking like, I didn't put blush on it. But that cream would hold it to last longer. In my opinion, it works. So I'm going to use this lip palette. So now the thing is, I've said it before, makeup is do whatever rocks your boat. If you see a particular lipstick that you think it will be good as a blush, throw it on your face as blush. Do it. If you see a particular what's it called, lip that you think it will be good for eyeshadow, do it. So there is no one-size-fits-all plan for makeup. So if you have a cream blush, there are lots of cream blushes out there in the market that you can actually buy from. But if you don't have and you have something like this, please use it as your cream blush. It will still serve its purpose, which I'm going to show you now. This is actually a lip palette. I think I've explained this in the class before. You can actually use it for your cream blush if you have it. I have this because I'm a makeup artist. You might not actually I like to tell the truth, you might not actually need a lip palette per se if you're doing your makeup journey, if you're starting your makeup journey, because chances are that you want to do touch-up later. Maybe you ate, but for example, this gloss I'm wearing now, maybe I ate, I want to quickly reapply my lipstick. I don't want to put this in my bag, it's too bulky. But if I have a lip gloss like this is just, I'm going to just quickly put this in my bag. This is a palette. I said it before. This is a palette. Sorry, this is a palette. This is a single lipstick that you can throw into your bag with a lip liner and you're good to go. It might even be a very tiny bag that is this size. But because your lip palette is too big, which is even, this is even the smallest lip palette, so it's too big, you might not be able to carry it and you might not be able to reapply your lips. So I would say if you're starting, please get your lipstick in singles. Yes, get a nude shade, get a red shade, right? So I'm just showing you this because I have this, right? I'm going to show you, but you can get a single blush palette for the thing I'm about to show you now. You can get a single blush palette. It works every time. So I think this class is a little bit too professional and personal. What I'm doing is showing you how to do your personal makeup professionally. That's what I'm doing in this class. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to just do your sharp class and then we're done. You too, we don't even need physical class, right? But I say let me pour out myself. Things I do for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. So because she is light skin, I like to mix this pink and this red. I don't want it to be too pink. So I'm going to place it right on top of this this contour that we did here. So I'm going to paste it here. So you're going to paste it there and then you're going to blend. This is where it gets crazy if you don't know how to blend. There is no need to do this part. If not, you look like, what's that cartoon Joker? You look like this big one. You don't want to do. So now you cannot use the same brush that you use for contour to do this step. Right, not your foundation, not the brush you use for your foundation. Sorry, so you're going to blend, you keep blending, keep blending. So you want this blush and contour to marinate together, not like you're going to be dragging it. So you're going to make sure that there is no harsh line between the two. You get it? So you keep blending and blending. So what blush does is to add warmth to your face, not to climb you out. I love blush. I love blush. I love it, and every woman should love blush actually. So depending on your skin tone, if you are dark skin, I think a red blush will do better for you than a pink blush. But again, one thing I love about the House of Tara, I don't know if House of Tara still retails this blush palette. So I have this here, forgive my blush, but this blush, I've used it for exactly the number of years I've used my brush. So they have wide range of blush palettes to pick from this. Now let me tell you one truth. This particular blush palette is what I used to do my eyeshadow this morning. Yeah. So blush, as I said, if you see a blush that you think that it should be good for eyeshadow, go ahead and do it. So if you are a dark person like Fola and her sister beside her, you know, dark like red colors will suit you better than pink or these light pinks here. Red color. And look, you can actually have your blush that you are playing with, but if you want to get one, I think House of Tara retails single blushes, right? There are single blushes for sale, and it's very affordable. I think my favorite is, you see, they have Daraima, Amaria, Iria. Well, I'm guessing you're right. Yeah. So see, they have like the best blushes, and even if it's not House. So another thing about House of Tara is that even if it's not House of Tara products, but you got it from House of Tara, it's a good product. So they might not have this particular blush set again right now, because again I've got this for a long time, and it will never expire in my eyes. I will keep using it. I'm sorry. So you cannot pick any blush from them. It's usually very affordable. And blushes are something that you can use forever. Forever. Your foundation and powder will finish. But see things like blush, eyeshadow, you could use entire. Bronzer, for example, like highlighters for your cheek. These things don't finish. So if you are buying it now, 5 years is the user. We know the grease say product they expire, but for foundation and powder, once they expire, they begin to get dark, oxidized, run. They are different. So that's why if you expire a foundation or concealer or any creamy product that you apply expires, trash it. But instead of this powdery product, it expires. So because it does not have any physical effects that it gives, you get, so yeah. But you can't change your own. No follow me. That's what I tell you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and blend the other side. I love you so much.
Every day in different places, different brushes,
So, huh? Okay.
So the blush, you are blending totally into the contour.
Yes.
Okay, so what's then the point of having the contour in the first place? If you are going to be placing blush over it.
Are you not seeing the point?
What does that really say?
I know there's a difference. Don't worry, it's the same reason why you will cook soup, you put crayfish and banla. For different flavor, different taste. Do you get? You might not see different of but it's how we finish our makeup. Everything will come together. Do you get? So there's no part of makeup that is a waste of time. That's why I said it's an optional step. You can actually do without it. But my advice that you try. You can do without it, you still look good. But if you must do this is the way to do it. You put sometimes oha soup, banla, stockfish, periwinkle. Everything inside, on my fish, crayfish, Titus, someone like me, I put Titus. After I put all this wala, I also put Titus. So that's why we're doing all this. So makeup is just like when you're trying to, cook a bit. Like it's like cooking. And I think most women can, attest to different ingredients. How I will cook my goosey soup now, that will be different from, but you can actually use my same recipe. It's even sweeter than my own. I can tell you, oh, this is how I make my oha soup. Try it. I have a friend who sell money to buy oha soup recipe. Actually, I actually make the best oha soup. Ask my husband. Okay. Come to you. So that's why. So I think if you're a great cook, you make a fine makeup artist.
Please don't do that one. Don't do that one.
Do you understand? So because we're always cooking. There's so many things that we do. We're looking for ways to be better at what we do. We're going to bring in different techniques, different styles. So, you understand? So we're going to go ahead. So now we're going to move on to concealer, and this is the most important. No, you actually do without it, but this is the part that lifts your entire face. That kind of opens your face, opens your eyes, opens everywhere. So now, where we're going to be highlighting is her forehead, under her eye, her chin, her crease bone, and of course her chin on the bridge of her nose. That's because that is where light will hit. Do you get? So I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, that one is perfume and rainbow. That one is for correcting. It's a corrector, it's not for highlighting. So there's another corrector in different shades. So this So this is House of Terror. How much does it retail for now? And I think this is the most affordable concealers in the market actually. Yes. It's the most affordable concealer in the market. The first time I reached out, it wasn't available. So I got another brand. But this one, I have it. This one is for concealing this is what she's talking about. So this is like the most affordable concealer and it works. So this is Tara concealer. When I wanted to get it the first time, it wasn't available. Guess what? Somebody put it there. Please let me find out how much it retails for because everybody should buy. Because it's very cheap.
Let me check now.
Very, very, I kid you not. Take my word to the bank. So for me, I like to use 2 different shades of concealer. One bright one and then one brighter one. But I'm grammatical. You can use one. No, this is this is 2 shades. This is 2 shades lighter than her, and this is 2 shades lighter than this. Me, that's how I like to do it because I love a very highlighted under eye. Trust me, I want you to see me. See the way I look at me. Yeah. I want to see me and you see that I'm alive and I'm breathing fine. So that's what highlighting the face does for you. But you can go ahead and just do 1 step. For me, I do 2 steps. I'm going to show you. So this is 2 shades lighter than her.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Okay.
So it's now expensive.
So what you want to do, please put it like this, just in case what to so that you don't smear your clothes, for example. If I want to just take it away from your face because chances are that when you just buy the concealer, you will have like something, a water that will pop out of it. That's what they use to preserve. Most products have it. So when you see, don't be afraid. It's water that is inside this thing. So I'm saying this because some people will be dramatic, they will still call me. So just pump it out like this, and it has a brush. So this one you don't have to use a brush to pick it up, as opposed to the one I showed you guys that it has a pause. So concealer comes in different style, different package, depending on the brand. Some come in a pot, some come in something like this, which is a pro concealer, like the elegant concealer that we all know. So that's why it's called pro, because of the way the package comes. And then it has a brush and mother, so you can apply. So what I do is, I don't like to apply it directly. I like to first rub it out of my hand and pick it, so that I can control the spread. So I'm going to go ahead and place this. This is still lighter than my shade. This also. Give me this.
Thank God you have it.
I'm telling you. I've been saying 05. Which one is like?
No, 04 is lighter.
So that's when you put what you think down. Hey. No. So I'm going to go ahead. So these are the areas that you are going to highlight. See why I like to put them on my hand first. Because I want to control this spread. The bridge of her nose, just right here.
No, it's not working. No, I beg you this.
Mom, can you come this side?
Please.
Is that what?
Yes, that's the cheapest.
That's the cheapest you get anywhere, any brand.
Yes.
I tell you. Other brands from 7,
8,
9,000, 9,000, 10,000, 12,000 upwards. Even if it just came out today, that's the best. So I like to spread my concealer on the sides of the nose. It's like, oh, we're taking notes because people show me what you have planned to do on your face. That's why it came bare face. So why I'm doing this part is I want to lift the face when I'm blending. You will see it when I start blending. So that's why I'm doing like a mark. Mark, can you come to this side? There's this space here. So that you're seeing it. Am I mixing? Ma? Am I mixing? No. why this is very essential because it will help you spread out your concealer so that when you are blending, it's easier for you. You know, see the way I'm taking it close to the face. So for this particular step, we're going to use a beauty blender. For this step, I think it works best than a brush. Beauty blender works best, right? My opinion, works best for this. You can actually use a brush, maybe a concealer brush, or maybe that's your foundation brush. If it's a thinner, some concealer brush are smaller than this. Maybe something like this. But this is not for blending actually. Something like this that has this dense mouth because it's smaller, so you can work it through. But this one is big, it will not blend. So that's why you need a beauty blender because it has egg-shaped mouth that to just walk into your skin. So for me, I like to blend the under eye last because I want it to marinate more than the rest of the face. I'm just going to go ahead and light-handedly blend. So this concealer is not one of those concealer that you actually wait. Blend it immediately. Some concealer you have to wait. See, I wish I can touch it on your skin. It's very soft. I'm not pressing it. If you press it too much, especially when you're applying foundation, concealer, it will you just be seeing a bare skin, like you don't apply anything. So it will swipe out both the concealer itself and the foundation that you have underneath. So you want to soft-handedly be touching it until it blends out completely. I'm almost not touching her skin, but I am. So right about now, I'm supposed to have even blended before now. Because I don't know, so it is drying faster than it's supposed to. So when you apply it, I'm explaining that's why I took time. You don't have to wait. Please blend it
Yeah, it's very nice.
until there are no harsh lines. See our forehead now. So don't blend in the way that we are seeing where concealer is, where foundation is, where contour is. Now this forehead has concealer, contour, foundation, but where is it? So that's just about it. So just here, the middle of her forehead, because we have contoured this area, which I will still go back with powder to also show us. So see the way she is. When you are doing your own makeup, you are most likely to do like this. Because now she has to look up, but you cannot look up and be doing, because you have to look at the mirror, or they won't likely be doing like this. So look up so that you don't have creases. Light-handed. Blend in a way that you are still seeing your concealer on the face. No harsh lines, okay? So you see that one that I marked, like I'm marking paper. Do you get it? So I'm going to blend it upwards. So if you are doing it for yourself, you take your hand up. That's because you are trying to get a lifted look. You are lifting the face. So how you blend your concealer matters a lot. Not like you cannot just blend straight, but to have a lifted look, please take your hand up the way that you place it. Take it up. So I noticed that this concealer was taking too long to blend it, which is not supposed to be. So that's why it's as if it's taking time to blend. Yeah. Please don't press this beauty blender. Very, very important. Please don't press it. Then the corners of the nose, make sure you blend. If not, you will have patches around them. When you sweat, it's going to Are we making our list of things that we want to pick for people that do not come with them? They know their stuff. Even if you consider you're able to buy clients, you understand? So this concealer melts so very well. So you can just take the remaining part or close your eyes. Part of that brush and buff it into your ink like this. This will help you when you want to put your eyeshadow. So you're not wasting any product, right? So one of the reasons why you either put an eyeshadow primer or concealer on this video is because your lids are naturally dark. No matter your complexion, your lid will be darker than your facial skin. Yes. So you need to. Okay. So you see that this is a good coverage.
Something on this side that thank you, it's stuck. Okay, is it here? On her face. Here's the shadow.
Maybe it's because I'm standing there. So this is a good highlight shade. For me, I will never be satisfied with this. I'm gonna go up. So I'm going to use that brighter concealer in the shade I used before is it comes in TC04. So if you have shade, this will work best for you. TC04. So I'm going to go ahead and do TC02 now. It's 2 shades brighter than this. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one because I love this on bright. Again, when you want to comb this, please take it away from yourself. So for this one, I'm just going to put it by the inner corners. This is the areas that I want to be lighter, right? So by the inner corners. I'm not going to do my forehead again because that amount of foundation, concealer that I put before is okay. You don't want the forehead to be too dense. But your under eye needs to be alive and well. So, you see the difference? Can you tell? I'm just going to put a little bit on my chin because I feel like I have to use more light. So this is, so I'm just going to come back to check what I'm doing. Yeah. So you see that, although it's not, you're not seeing it yet, but you see it very good. So these things that we're doing will, make the makeup look really nice, especially our under eyes. We are still coming with more brightness, but this time around with powders, of course. So, because I don't want to apply too much cream product around her eye because the eyes easily crease. You don't want to pack products there. You see the amount of product I'm putting, just small. I'll use the brush to spread it. You pack too much product there, you would crease too much. The eyes, under eye naturally would crease. But by the time you pack too much product there, you will crease much more. So yeah. this is the House of Tara powder palette.
Please cover it first.
So it's coming in this form. That's because it's not edition. I mean, this is how it comes out.
Yeah, that's how it
This
comes
is how
out.
it is.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the House of Tara powder palette. So I'm going to use it. This is what it looks like inside. So House of Tara, it has like 6 shades, right? That you can actually like have a lot of colors to pick from, but you can just buy one shade that is your shade because it's a personal makeup class. But if you have the money to buy a palette, please, it's not a waste, because this particular palette you're going to have your contour shade, your highlight shade, because at the end of the day you will need a contour shade, you need a highlight, a lot of shades to work with, right? That's why a lot of people would buy the palette instead of picking the powders one by one, and it's actually cheaper when you are buying a palette than picking it one by one, because you need at least 3 shades, one of your shade, one brighter one, and then one darker one for contour, highlight, and of course your main color. So I don't know if that explains, but if you want to buy one, please buy your shade first, because you need your shade. Right. So okay, yes, this one has more shades as well. Like all those in between shades, they're not too dark, they're not too light, they're okay, they're not too light, they're not too dark. So this one has wider range of shades that you can pick from. Okay, Rocco Brown, you shall see your shade. So by the time you go, you must see out of all of these 16 shades. Now see now, this is 8 and this is 6. Out of this 14 shades, you definitely see your shade inside. Look at it. But if you must buy one, buy your shade first. Then you cannot pick the others later. But if you have money to buy 3, buy it. If you have money to buy 5, buy it. So let's proceed. So I'm going to go ahead. So because we have talked for a bit, her eyes have creased. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my beauty blender at the same place that I used to apply the concealer to, blend it out. Blend the creases out. And then so I'm going to take this small brush. Which shade is light? Let's do it. No, this one. So please, when you want to, you don't want to apply too much. But see the way I did it, I tapped it off. And then so that's because you don't want the powder to move, so you want to secure the cream products that you have done. See this part of the face is already hanging together. So again, I'm going to go back to my beauty blender and touch the other side, because see the crease. If you see this crease here, please go ahead to blend it again with your beauty blender. If not, if you put the powder on it will leave you the same way you let it crease like that. Everything will be crease now. So notice the way that I'm doing it. I'm patting it onto the skin. All the areas that I highlighted, I'm just going over it with a brighter powder. This is not a shade. This is a brighter shade of hers. So because I used a brighter concealer, I'm going to go back with a brighter powder for that her under eye area. I don't know if you get it. I can't wait for you to fight. I know you're getting it.
We are waiting for you.
See, makeup is not hard because we have to explain a blush, that's why we're still here. If I you were not here, I would have been done with this makeup. Do you get it? Don't be saying, I said, if I go to work, this is what I will sit down and be doing. No. Because I'm explaining, that's why we're still here. So obviously it's coming together. So me, I like to put here because I'm already sitting around there. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use her powder shade, which is this one here, to go over her face. So I don't like to put too much powder. I like to buff it out on my hand or something like that. So I just want a bit of it, you know. So when you apply your powder, please pat it. Don't swipe. Pat it onto the skin. This is what I'm doing now. I'm applying it even on top of the contour and the blush. Do you get? So it will even help to reduce the appearance of it. Very, very straight to the point. So, there's something called finishing powder, right? Not that I'm saying you should buy finishing powder, but you can buy it. So this one is really, really very affordable. I think, I don't know how much it takes for now. So this one has, if you can see from this palette, it has like a shine. So we use it to finish, or it's called finishing powder. So it will give you your face like this glow. All brands have finishing powder. I think people have heard about MAC mineralized powder, stuff like that. And so you use it to finish up. So you just pick up her shade. So it has like a glow, like a finish over your makeup. So what I like to do is to rub it all over. You see that head? It's already glowing. I don't know. We're not paying. We are divided. So you see her hair is already glowing. So if you can actually add this to your cart. This is really, really an affordable powder.
It's very affordable. It's TS. The name is called TS powder. That's it.
Yes.
It's a TS powder.
How much?
15 or 960.
No,
That's
not
the palette.
That's the palette.
She's giving the palette. The
Okay,
single
that's the
one.
single
Yes.
Okay, I'll check
So it comes in simple. So you just buy your
Yes,
buy
just
your
your
powder.
shade.
You buy your shade. And I think it's less than 5,000.
Yes.
It's less than 5,000.
It comes like this.
So if you see the way it adds like a glow over her face, you know, just making her look all put together, I love it.
Okay, this here is finishing powder.
Yes,
It's
yes.
not even up to 65.
I have it. So it's
Very
very
fine.
and it's also like,
this one.
yeah, the finishing powder. So I want to buy palette. So please add this to your cart. It's very affordable. Even when you are not wearing makeup, you can just put it all over your face and your face will not be glowing. As if you did skincare. I used to say it a lot when I worked with Tara. If you must buy powder, I will give you this one. You go down. So you ask, you see, I don't know if you're seeing the glow on her face. So it has this glow that, you know, that makes all everything look together. So I'm going to go ahead and the areas that I contoured are
So just for clarity.
okay.
You apply the powder on the including the under eye everywhere.
No, not the under eye. Because that's dark. It will be dark for her under eye. Just everywhere. I've done the under eye part, which I use a brighter color, a brighter powder for. Right. So, but you apply it every other place. So you your blush or everything, not your under eye. Because if you put her powder shade under her eye, it will come dark immediately. So I'm going to go ahead to contour her face with a dark powder. So the same place that I contoured before, I'm going to go ahead to add powder to it. See that? You guys see that? Please ask questions. That's how you're going. Are people online? The same places that you contoured, you also powder contour that area. Anywhere you use cream product, please put a powder product on it so that it's not moving. If not, makeup is not cement. I say it will move.
The same shade of.
So, you know, because the cream contour is dark, so you have to use a dark powder to go. And if you use a light cream, use a light powder. Same process. So I'm using this dark shade. I don't want it to go too dark on her because she's light skinned. So I'm using this dark shade to go. This is still after brush, by the way. You can get this when you buy the. Is this? I don't know if it's written in singles, but if you buy your palette, the powder brush separate. So now let's move to what we like to call setting powder. Okay, this is the part where you will ask me, setting powder important and all of that. So there are different, you know that you say makeup one that's too much, this one powder, that one powder. But then you do differently. So this is the setting powder, I know most of us already know it. So it comes in either a loose form or a compact form, but most likely you will see it in this form, right? So this one is of course loose form. So setting powder is used to, of course, add more highlight to the under eye and to also pick up your eyeshadow fallout in case you did your skin work first. So before you apply your eyeshadow, you just put an amount of setting powder under your lid, then do your eyeshadow. You know, sometimes when you apply shimmery eyeshadows, you will see fallout on it. So the setting powder will help to catch your fallout so that it doesn't smear whatever it is that you've done here. So I don't know if you understand. So again, this is actually optional for you. I'm just showing you everything about makeup so that you pick. We have talked about optional and compulsory mandatory products, things you can do without, things you can do with, you know. Just pick your battles. Okay, so this one is so I'm going to use this now. I'm going to use it to set the face. So when it comes to setting powder, see, you're either using it to set or to bake. There are two different techniques. Setting the face is just to set the, just like what I did with the powder earlier, to set the under eye with a powder. So I'm going to press it onto the skin. But when it comes to baking, you put a certain amount of powder and leave it there. After a while, you buff it out. So that one is baking. You are baking. So you want to highlight the place even more and to also catch your eyeshadow fallout. Does that make sense? So I'm going to show you a couple of things now. So does Osiberu have any setting powder? So this one, you will do it with either a beauty blender or this triangle thing that is trending. So either you do it a beauty blender or just to something like this. This is what a lot of us are saying, Zabi. So this one is not a beauty blender. It doesn't come as damp as this. So you can use it to apply things like this. So I'll use the two. So you can just use this to pick it up. For me, I like to suggest that you buff it out again, especially when you want to set. So you use it to set your under eye. Again, this one you have to light-handedly do this. So this one is setting, not baking. So you see the difference between this eyes and the other one. Can we see? This is brighter, obviously, than the other side. Right. If you want it to be brighter, you can still go ahead and add more. But because I know I'm still going to bake, so I'll use, you can use a beauty blender to pick this up if you don't have this. This one just started training for you. For the one and my beauty blender will use.
Just the setting powders, different shades.
Yes, so okay, I forgot to say that. So setting powders come in different shades, and that is peculiar to different brands as well. So but there's one called the one I'm using right now, sorry, is translucent shade. So translucent shade means that it does not have color, it's white. So you can use it for almost anybody, but mostly from caramel to light skin. Not like it will not work for dark skin, but if you're going for someone that is darker than her, you might want to go for other shades. For this particular brand, I think it has nutmeg, so it's according to your shade. So if you're like this, you can do but translucent is a general shade. Anybody can actually use it. I can use a translucent powder on the dark skin. I can use it on you. But it depends on how I'm able to use it. But if you're using it by yourself and you're dark skin, please go for nutmeg or this cinnamon now, something that is darker than this. Yeah. So this setting powder is used for the areas that you highlighted, not all over your face. No. Again, you can skip this step though. And go ahead and continue. So now we are moving, we have gotten a good base. Yes.
Sure, this is on the shape.
Yes. All the places that you highlighted, very important. I've not baked it, I'm just setting it. What is it? Right. You can go ahead to also put on the brow so that you can reduce the sweat. That's if you did your foundation first. Okay, so now for the brows, we are going to go ahead and we're going to explore the brows. So I said that there are a lot of ways that you can do your eyebrows. So there is eye pencil, it comes in different forms. Some come in a retractable form, while some come in a pencil form, for example, and then some come in a pomade, like this eyebrow pomade. I think House of Dara retails this H&E, Bridal, this figure and essence. So this comes in a pomade like a gel, right? This you can use it to do your eyebrows, but the only downside is that you need an applicator for this, which I think if you just buy it, there's an applicator inside of it that you can actually use and put back. But if you lose the applicator, you might need a brush like this to apply, like an angled brush to apply it to outline. But it comes with an applicator. And then there's a pencil, the one that you sharpen. The one that you sharpen like this. So it comes in different brands as well. Then there's a retract. I wish I had that one to show you, but I can't. Okay. So there's a retractable one, which you don't have to sharpen. All you have to do is roll it out. Yes. Asotara retails this one too.
Yes.
Right? Yes. So this one now, it retails for I think 4,000. See, let me tell you, if you're struggling with your brows, and this will help you. So this one, all you have to do is retract it like this and use it. You don't have to sharpen it. When you're done, you roll it back in and lock it. I don't know if you feel me. So, but is a big knob. You understand? So, so, but when I started my makeup, which even till now, I love this pencil. Trust me, it finishes fast, but I love it because it's very precise, because the crayon is thin, so it will help you no matter how much you're strong. And then it has a spoolie end as well. So I remember I used to have a lot of spoolie one because once the pencil finish, I don't need them again. Once I buy another one, it comes with a spoolie, so you just use it like this. So once you have this pencil like this, I'm good to go. But this one retails for I think 4,000 or 4,500. Right? So if you have money, buy it. So I think I will use this. So we're going to go ahead. So I'm going to show you. Is it Fola that talks about brow tamer? So there's something called brow tamer. Again, I said is one of the optional products to use for your brows. But because of this video, we're going to use it. We're going to use this brow tamer. So it comes in either a white form or a brown form, like this, depending on the brand. So this one came in a brown form. So this is used to tame your eyebrow hairs. So it's most profitable for people who have like full hair. Honestly, full hair. You have full hair and you really don't want to do too much. All you have to do is scoop this out and then, which I'm going to show you. So you do this with a spoolie. So a spoolie is any brush that comes in this form. Something like this. These are spoolie that has this end. So a spoolie is a brush that comes in this form. So it comes in. Ife, did you come with your makeup kit? Yeah, give me your spoolie. So it comes in this form, or there are some eyebrow pencils that come with a spoolie, which DD is one of those eyebrows. A lot of brands come like that. Once there's an eyebrow at the end, there's a spoolie at the other end. Or this is a disposable one. This one, we mostly makeup artists use it because we are dipping things into our products. There are some products that is not advisable that we double dip because it's sensitive, right? Exactly. So this is another spoolie one. This one came in a broad set. So yeah, everything is the brush is the same. You get just different packaging, different. So that's about it. So this one is disposable. It comes in a pack, and I think Asotara retails it as well. Retails the pack or single. When I used to work there, it was available. I don't know if you still have it. So this one you can use it, dispose it, use it to pick up your mask. Although you don't actually need it, we will use it to pick up mascara for clients, and then we dispose it because you shouldn't be dipping things because it's the eyes, and you don't know what's happening with somebody's eyes, so you don't want to double dip because we are using it for multiple clients. So that's why we would have it in packs, so that once we dip it into our mascara, we trash it. So, and it's really, really affordable. You can buy it for yourself, right? Or you just,
not just for just
Okay.
for the eyebrow. Said it comes in brown or white.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
No. Color. Okay, there's a different color, but they do the same thing. Tame your hair. Because some people they have really scattered hair. Even if you curve it, it's still scattered. So you need to comb it in place, and you need to now tame it. So now even when you comb it in place, you know will stay. So you now use that tamer to tame it to stay one place, so she's not moving. So that's the essence of brow tamer. So in the absence of no stubborn hair, you actually don't need jigger. So while we're waiting for our model, I'm going to explore all of these pencils for us to see what the ones that they sharpen, what the ones that, what the, so, and then this particular brow gel, it also comes in different shades depending on your skin tone, right? She would use this shade because it's in the middle. It comes in 3 different tones. There's toffee, there's nubia, and there's ebony. She is using nubia, which is in the middle. She's not that dark, she's not that light, but it's for people who are really dark. So one good thing about this eyebrow pomade is that it lasts a long time. A long time. It might even expire in your hand. But if you are beginning, you might not find it very easy to apply. But if you can learn on it, I mean, why not? It lasts a very long time. You might not need to be buying pencil every weekend. This eyebrow gel, it lasts a very long time just for you to know how to use it. But pencil is more precise. You get, you don't have to scoop and then be doing. But pencil, you just have to either retract or sharpen and then be about it. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you. So first, we're going to use this brown tamer. I'm going to show you. So all you have to do is pick it up like this. Then like see the way it's secured it. So you just put it the way you want. You see that? So and again, don't ever do your eyebrows without combing it. Because your eyebrows are always sleeping. Once you wake up in the morning, sleeping with it, wake it up with a spoon, you comb it. So I don't want to do too much of this. So let's say we're using this eyebrow, this retractable. This will be very quick and easy. It's quicker than the rest of them. So all you have to do is use it to outline your eyebrows like this. The only thing, and again, if you're someone that you don't really like to shade your eyebrows, this is your go-to. Because the shading is controllable. So you see the way we're doing it now, it's not showing as if we're doing anything. So it's controllable. Unlike the other pencil where once you shade one, you don't know how to shade it. You get. So now you have to be extra careful. This one you don't have to. So I'm going to use it to outline. So again, I think I remember telling us that if you have your eyebrows stop here, does not mean you should stop there. You get? So you're supposed to, I think I measured it there, that I'm supposed to stop where it stops. So I like to explain it too much. So for now, I'm not seeing what I'm doing. If I was, I know people are saying it. So if I was working on a client, I would definitely close this. Go in with my gel. Because that one will help me to see it even more. So I'm going to pick this up. You see that? This one now. That's why I think you have to be extra careful. If not. dries that matte. After a while, it will dry. So, but one bad thing about it is that you are most likely to make an error. That's
Sorry, I want to ask a question.
yes, babe.
So if you draw this thing and make it, you cannot use concealer to
You
conceal.
can.
Oh, okay.
You can. What I was saying, if you want to do this thing, you're ready to conceal. Not like the other pencil that you can just stand up and be going. Now, I'm already, as professional as I am, there's a crack here, right? And then I think this brush too is too depth. So I'm going to use the pomade to see this part that does not have hair. I'm going to use it to fill in the hair. This part. So I think the applicator is more softer than this thing as I'm using. Can we see?
Yes.
So you see that eyebrow now is no longer with that form of voice. So I'm going to use the other pencil too, so that this is your regular baby hair. Like this one, the cheapest pencil in the market.
I want to ask you a question. You started drawing the eyebrows from the middle. Is it because she has?
No.
Okay.
So to gain precision, especially if you're just starting, start from that place. It will help. If you are drawing from it, I don't know where the arc is jigging. So I'm going to use this. So this is sharpening. I like my pencil a bit more sharpening. So you can either get an external sharpener or you use the sharpener that comes with. So when you are getting to the front here, please, you need to draw upward strokes. Can we see? Yeah. So you are creating an illusion that is hair. See when it's not. Creating an upward stroke and pause, filling in all the sparse area. By the way, I altered this as well. So I'm going to use concealer. So I'm going to use concealer to clean out that So because we have already done Tema, so it's helping us to know where we need to clean. Can we see? Okay, so this area here, don't worry, I'm going to fix it. It's not going to be and do it. After that.
Good. Yes, go.
So let us click on the other side. So let's pretend everyone is in front of me. I just want to use this Davis and do that other side. Once you finish with one eye, sharpen your pencil. This pencil is not coming
Now,
out. Because I did that Edgar and Esther, I will repeat it here. So again, eyebrows are not twins, but they can be sisters. So don't be waiting for identical brow. Where is it? Just do a decent brows and stand up and go to your part. It's not makeup. Huh? No. Just do a decent makeup. Do a decent brows and stand up and go for the finish in the rice. Or finish praise and worship, depending on where you're going. So you see that this one is thicker than this one, so we're going to add that. And again, when you're doing your makeup, please be remembering to be closing something because they dry out. Finish close. If not, your product will dry out. You will easily say black product. I'm going to use, because this place is darker, I'm going to use the same thing that I used earlier. Please ask me the question. Sorry, let me just okay? Have you put anything? No, it's looking like it's okay. Because it's concealer when I'm Please put it inside if it's not open. Okay, it's not. So, at this point, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to conceal. This is one of the brows that, I know some people can stand up and be going like this, but this is one of the brows that have cracks here and there that I want to do. So, but by all means, try and get a good brow so that your cleaning process would be easier. Okay, we're going to use the same concealer that we used to highlight, which is the first concealer, not the second one, please. To highlight our eyebrows. Are you seeing?
Yep, yep.
And then for the brows, so for the eyebrows, the beginning part, I would suggest that you take your foundation and clean out that because you don't want that place because of the way you use your contour to be so bright because that concealer is bright. So use your where's the rest of it? Where's your money? So use your foundation shade. Remember the shade that we used earlier to go over here. Are we taking?
Yes.
So I use the concealer that I used for her under eye, the first one, to clean out her eyebrows. So that patch that we had earlier is gone. Do you get? So concealer I used to clean out the eyebrows and of course to highlight the eyebrows to make it cleaner and more polished. So we'll do the second eye. See the way that I'm highlighting this one that because if you want to do your own now, you don't disgrace me. I'm doing this gradually as professional makeup artist, gradually until you see what you are doing. Don't go and draw one straight line and then you're looking all white.
Move your head.
you assume it does not, we're going to start the practical. Okay.
Sorry.
Ma?
The foundation we use for the beginning part. It's our color, right?
Yeah. The one we used earlier for our office. Okay, so you have a blending brush to blend out the concealer. So when you are blending your, please can we, one house, when you are blending your concealer on your eyebrows, please pat it into the skin. Then for the top part of on the upper part too, please, the foundation. So if you do like on my own self, I don't highlight my upper part of my eyebrows because my stroke up is straight. I don't do it. I don't do my, like this morning I did not highlight my upper part. So it's absolutely not very necessary if you actually get a good stroke. Because when you are doing it for yourself, it's more difficult because you have to be doing it. And sometimes you end up messing it up because of that. So over the years I don't. For myself, and I do for my clients. So I'm just using her foundation shade to go over her eyebrow area, straight to the point. So I think the most probably difficult part of makeup is where we have tackled eyeshadow. Is the easiest. So you're going to go in either a powder or setting powder, something to set that concealer. Remember what I said, wherever you use cream products, is a powder product. Same thing with your eyebrow. I know you're looking neat, like you don't need anything, but still good because after a while the sweat will come and we don't want that to be funny. So now we're going to move over to eyeshadow so that we are neat to the solid at this point. I might not be doing too much explanation. So when you want to ask questions, just ask. Please. We have done this eyeshadow class, so it's one of the easiest parts. So this is the part where I will have some powders under this arm so that I can bake. So this time around, I'm not reducing it. I need a great amount of powder here to catch my eyeshadow for always dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I've already put a tiny bit of concealer there before. I'm going to go again. I'll put just more before I put my eyeshadow. You can go ahead and you can go ahead and just put your eyeshadow primer. But I want to show you how this to like. Go ahead and do your, start putting your eyeshadow here. So, I'm going to wear the eyeshadow. Marisa, come on. Show you. You want to put your camera.
Yeah. Turn it the other way. Thank you.
This face
It's
was
okay.
for
The other side, yes. No, the other
so
side.
it's Tara can show.
Better. Okay, ready?
Yeah. So, if you want to use your eyeshadow, just take a brush.
Yes.
So, this is another
Straight
product.
to it.
Huh? Is that it? So take a brush. So this is another product that can last forever.
I swear, seriously.
Yes, it
Forever.
can last you forever. There's no exaggeration. Because all you need is a little amount of this. So take an eyeshadow primer, put on top of your eyes. So what eyeshadow primer does, I said I was not going to explain, but it's not possible, is to help intensify or, portray the exact color of eyeshadow that you want to apply. For example, we want to apply a pink eyeshadow, for example, it will help intensify the color. So it's not like we're wasting your time when we're using all of these things on our eyes or all of these products. You see the way that I'm applying it, as if I'm doing eyeshadow. You want to carefully do this. So I'm even stylishly blending the corners of the eyeshadow, of the primer, because the fact that you're using eyeshadow primer does not mean that you just apply it anyhow you want. Blend it into the skin, the lid rather. It's already looking gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and stay with this look. I'll use a powder to go, a dark powder actually, to go around these areas, just like I want to contour the eyeshadow. So what I'm doing is blending the eyeshadow perimeter because it actually has a creamy consistency, so I don't want it to move beyond where it is. Alright. So now I'm going to use. So a lot of people thought that I said that you don't need eyeshadow. I never said that. I just said that cheat code that you can use to apply your eyeshadow. My code. I did not say that you don't need eyeshadow. I just said there's a cheat code to apply your eyeshadow, and which is using your contour powder as a brown color over your lid, right? That's a cheat code. I don't mean I don't need eyeshadow. For how many years you want to be doing all of that? So, huh? So I'm going to be using this as my first eyeshadow. So
Please bring your neck down. Yeah, thank you.
I should
Continue.
So, see, I love this eyeshadow, don't you? So it has a lot of browns that will look like that thing I told you can do with your brown color, right? So, and this one is matte. I think I've described the types of eyeshadow that we have. So this one is matte. I don't know. So I'm going to use, a brown color to, just start my eyeshadow the way that I'm doing so. This eyeshadow is so pigmented and I love it. So eyeshadow is something that is very easy to manipulate, actually. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. So you can just play with it however way you want to, which is what I am doing to sort of just, smooth out the colors.
Andrea, please bring your neck down. Thank you.
So let me just finish doing this eye before I move on to the next eye. I know I said that you need 3 brushes. In this video, I'm going to be using just 2. So I'm going to put this color, should I, as my main color. See the way it has by the color, so that's what eyeshadow color is. I promise you, we're done with this eyeshadow. So just going to keep applying until you have covered the whitish part of do you get the eyes so that it's rich enough. So now this eyeshadow primer will help you to hold it in place for a long while for the rest of the day actually. It's just a long while. You guys see? I'll do the second eye. way, she has a very interesting eyes. It's just so easy to know where the crease is, where to stop and to start and all of that. So just follow your eye the way that it is. Eyeshadow is like the easiest makeup. Easiest part of makeup. So this is like, we want to do all matte color, maybe you don't want to do shimmers, you can just do something like this and line your eyes and be going. So this can serve like a soft smoky look if you want to do something. So I just want to intensify the smoke, that's why I brought the brown here. So we're done. So if I feel like, oh, I want the color to pop more than it is, I just go back and reapply. So sometimes when you're doing, okay, sometimes when you're doing your eyeshadow, you may not see, so don't try that. Just go ahead and line your eyes. You see everything there. So I'm going to line the eyes and I'm going to be using this one. Yeah? Okay. I think I explained before, liner comes in gel, comes in liquid, comes in all sorts of forms. So depending on the one that you're comfortable. Some people don't know how to apply the liquid liner. Why some brands actually, the liquid liner comes with precision brush. Why I just, like, some come in a pen, in a pencil from like an eye pencil. So this is DG Beauty Liner again. So this one is actually very easy to apply. It comes with an applicator like this, so all you have to do is make it right.
To show us the product first.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So you can start by applying tiny strokes, and then if you want to add more,
You can also buy this liner from House of Dara.
yeah, add that with it. So once it dries, see the way it dries that matte, but once you apply it, having like a liquid contour, it dries, this side now has dried immediately. Everything comes. this particular eyeshadow, you can actually use it for your everyday look. Like you want to just go to work, you can do this for your everyday look. Then, which one is mascara? Mascara the face. Okay. You don't need mascara. So I'm going for this particular look. I'm going to use false lashes before. Okay. So you can actually, do without false lashes. I'm not wearing false lashes, right? So that's why I say mascara is the must have, right? So what I'm doing before I put my false lashes, because when we are doing foundation, you see that her eyes are already looking brown. That's because of the foundation application. So why I did this look first is I can switch up the look later to show you something that you can do to the eyes that will change your look. So I just did this one as basic first, then later is change of the eyes to give us a difference. Is it okay? I'm using false eyelash for this look, and it's not this false eyelash that gets in the blue. Is this too dramatic?
So let's see. I'm trying to.
So I want to do a little bit of dramatic eyelash. So it's either you use you need a lash glue for your lashes. You can use your regular bonding glue that works for you. For your, I have this as well. Most of my glue don't like that.
Doesn't stay on the
Doesn't actually stay long. I don't know why people are not using it. It doesn't stay long. Why are people not using it? Which one do you can remove it after? You can remove it after.
No, it's not fast.
No, before the party finish,
So
it's
it's
gone.
coming off.
So just line the band of the lash and allow it to dry a bit.
I'm not showing us how to line them.
Okay, I'll do the second one. See, I'm just going to try these lashes. If it's too dramatic, I'll remove these ones. Because the eye is subtle, and like I said, this can be your everyday look. So if you notice what I'm doing, some lashes you will buy it, this strand, there's no hair there. If you don't cut it off, it will poking you at the end, and you don't know why. That's why you see me, I'm not cutting the hair per se. The band is too long. But sometimes you might have a smaller eyes that is wider than your eyes, you can cut some. The end, the beginning part. So now, just take your lash and your lash glue. You can buy your regular classic. Okay. So, take your lash. That's your any lash of your choice. So, and then your lash glue. You can use this one. Then. This one comes out blue, but it dries down clear. So just take it and line the back of it, which is the band of it, line it like this. Generously do it like this. This is really drying down. I'm going to infuse it into her eyes.
Bring your neck down. Your neck down. Yes.
So fine.
It's fine.
You're looking at me. So you see the way the lash took our soul, yeah. So you can make your basic turn to body in a minute. There is me. So again, on top of the lash line, not your liner, on top of your lash line. See that? It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to go ahead to line and waterline, and for that I'm using in the house. This one is a must buy.
I swear.
Oh,
That's what I use though.
This one.
For under my
this
eyes
one,
and for the tight line.
gone to Nike.
No, seriously, it's very
It's
good.
the best in the market.
Actually.
I kid you not.
Yes.
Under
For your
eye,
waterline.
waterline, it retains your tear
Even if you
glands.
cry.
Even if you cry.
Good maybe.
Go there.
That's what I use actually.
Even if
If
you
you
go
cry,
Both here and here. You up and
it
down.
reaches for
Even
5,000.
for
I
students,
tell you,
yes.
it's worth it because when you want to, even if you tear, even if you tear, so all you have to do is retract it. It comes in retractable, not in sharpened. Yes, it might look small, but this thing, all you need is a stroke. Huh?
Yeah, so what the product name is.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, so all you need to do is roll it out a bit and
It's even too much.
it's not too much, yes.
Yes.
Roll it out a bit and do your thing, right? This is a must buy. Please buy it. If I not do anything for you, I told you about this. So I'm just going to drag. I wish you would do too. So what you want to do at home? I'm going to cool down this. Jet.
And it's very black.
Jet black. Okay, I'm not even applying any form of pressure. So I like to bring my liner down a bit. But if you want to line only your waterline, that's okay too. So I would recommend this for only your waterline so that it can last for you. Because if you don't use it for your upper line to finish fast, not like you're not using it, to finish fast. It's even called retractable eye pencil. The last time I was working, I was called under eye pencil. We used to use only under eye because it holds your tear even when you cry or sweat. So if you notice, my distance is already running because you know what I use. I like to be honest. You know what I use? I ran out of my own paper comments in my outline. So after a while, it will run, especially if it's not made for the under eye. It will run, sadly. But this one is strictly for your body. Even when you cry, you sweat, it's not moving. Dig it. Very good. We're almost done with this makeup. Just like it came with a lot of details, that's why we're taking this one. It's has there's actually no way to actually pick. I wanted to say this has to be my favorite mascara product, but no, it's one of my favorites because I have a lot of favorites. Okay, so I'm just going to smoke out the under eye related with our eyeshadow that we used earlier because I want the smoke to look rich. So yeah. So you see, every tiny detail you make up matters a lot. See the way that thing I'm doing now, added more definition to the eyes. So, yeah. We're going to go ahead and jump onto the lips very fast. Again, it's kind of good. Should have a nude lip liner. Very important. Very, very important. You need a nude lip liner. Unless you're somebody that you don't like nude. You can never like that. It's not red or nothing. You can never catch them wearing them. So this is the House of Chara nude colors in this form. This is Oloria, this is Paris. So you can like about that way they used to call their things. Who do want to buy Olori? I found Olori that's what, you know. So is this one has like a shine. It's also nude, but this one does not have shine. I think I use this one to do the class. So these are the nude colors. So I'm looking for the nude liner. So like I said, before you apply your lipstick, make sure that you line your lip. Sorry.
Eyeliner, guys. They can eyeliner.
You need a lip liner, right? But in the absence of what I'm looking for the lip liner, I'm going to use this brown color here. So you either need a brown colored lip liner or a brown colored lipstick that you can use to line, or a wine, something that is just dark, because your lip is naturally, the surroundings are naturally dark with the middle, the way God processed. So we're just following God's normal process. So in the absence of that lip liner we're looking for, so I'm going to pick up this. We're going to pick up this brown color here. Because a lip liner, you don't need a brush, just line it straight, sharpen it, line it. This one is a lip stick. Lipstick. I'm not going to apply it. I'm not going to apply it directly on my lip. I'll take a brush. But if it's your own, it has an applicator. So you can just use it directly on your lip. So I'll take a brush to pick it up. So I'll just pick this color. This one dries down very, very fast. It's not gloss, but it's a velvet matte. And it's not a strong color, but it's a matte. And it reaches for 7,000. It's good price for your money. Like I said before, I said your base, your lipstick, very important. Don't be wearing lipstick that will crack. It's a best of your character. I'm blending. Say that again. This Didi, it's by Didi lip gloss. So this is a lip gloss from Didi. Beauty line by Didi. So I'm going to use it to sort of shake the lip a bit. So this is a shade. Where is Calista? Please come ahead. I love this lip. It's portable, classy, chic, everything, all that good stuff. So I'm going to use this to go in the middle so that it brightens up the look. It looks so natural. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this. This is cappuccino. This is the scale of 6,000. So I'm going to put it here in the middle. I want to do like a gloss, but not full gloss like that. So that's why I'm applying this. You can actually wear this alone if you just want to go and grab something. You can actually, wear the other one the way that I did if you don't want to gloss it. For me, I'm a gloss baby. Gloss makes you look soft, clean, fresh, harsh, all that good stuff. Okay? So I'm going to apply a clear gloss around the surrounding so that we have a full gloss. I'm a gloss baby. All the gloss, I have my attention.
Where's the clear clothes? Oh yeah, the clear clothes.
Yes. So clear gloss is a gloss that does not have color, like this. That's what we mean by clear gloss. Some gloss comes in pink, red, as the case may be. So I'm going to use clear gloss to go over all of them.
What did you apply initially? What was applied initially?
Colored gloss. A lips. Okay, we're not here.
Okay. Gloss.
Wake up while I blend. So that one is a colored gloss. You have the color. Also, it's clear gloss. See, the normal absolute, any other gloss that is clear, no color. I'm going to use it. David, I'll beat you. We're doing lip. Sorry. Another thing that gloss does, clear gloss most especially, is to intensify the color that you did earlier. See the difference? Yes. See, if this auntie entire new room, they'll be giving her the money. They give her because she looks soft. The mirror, later she's going to So, we are done with the lip for now. So, we're going to go ahead and do finishing touches, which is tap off whatever it is that's going on under her eyes. And so now, because we did a matte eyeshadow, there's really no fallout like that, because even the eyeshadow we used does not have a lot of fallout. So I'm just going to just buff it off a bit and then dab it into our skin so that we can have that rich brightness around here. So I'm going to go back with that same highlight color that I used earlier, to
Bring your chin down, please. Yes.
so buff it up just in case, because it's matte. I might not, if it shimmers, you see the shine. I might not be seeing it, right? So You just buff it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and buff up the other side as well. You know. Now that I've done that, I'll just go with the same powder. See that? Do you understand? If you give certain powder, you don't do certain powder, move on. But I would have wanted a more bright under powder. To do this, for me, that's all the bright.
Yes, now. Oh, I will bring it out for you. You have it.
So there's one thing about makeup. Sometimes when you do your skin first, when you are finishing, you will not be seeing all the things that you did before. There's something called principle of reapplying. If the powder is not as intensified as you want to, go back and reapply. It's your product. You understand? We do it even as professional makeup artists. Go back and reapply to make it fresh. This is where doing your skin last comes helpful. It's better because you don't have to reapply. But because you have done this skin since, so you can see that everything that you've done before, you're not seeing it. You know, you can just go back and intensify it. Like, I feel like I'm not seeing my contour as sharp as it should be. I'm not seeing my contour as sharp as it was. I'm going to go back and I'm going to apply it. But this is our powder, of course, not any cream product. Okay, so I'm going to go now. I think apply my powder blush. Huh? My powder blush here. Powder blush here. And then go ahead to highlight cheeks. So this is Tara highlighter. Some people call bronzer. So I'm going to put it here. So this highlighter comes in 3 shades: dark, medium, and light. I'm using the medium highlighter here. That's broken off. So you see the way this look is looking as subtle as possible. Like you did a little bit of everything. There's nothing that's not going on here. Everything. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to snatch my nose a little bit more. With a powder this time. Imagine I didn't do cream contour that time. I'll just go ahead and powder, contour, and roots. You don't want to use a very dark powder around here. see the way the eyes are. So I'm using the harsh ones. Okay. So at this point, this is where you use your setting spray if you want to be moth. Alright. So yes, please. Should be got easy. So you can use mascara to bring out the lower lash line so that it looks like that.
Reconnect them.
Alright. So please, shall we replicate the
Sir.
What do you need?
It take how many years to get it?
I thought we always setting
This is
Yes, this is true.
now she wants
If I get to-
concealer.
I thought you like just can't take the hours as myself. Like anything that
Let us do this thing. Charity. Oh yeah, talk to the
Please,
students.
can you send this for me for so
Oh yeah. Sit down.
Hey,
We might not see all these hours from our time.
what's mama? Please let me spray too. Let me start. They don't have to. I get this spray. This is a locking spray like I explained in our class. Yeah. So this is the point where you can use this spray to lock your makeup.
Yeah. Look. Wait. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay.
You have the ceremony you're going for now?
We would take care of your move.
I know you're blocked. I want to share.
She's not removing this. She's not removing
She's
this.
wearing the now.
No, that's the outfit.
Okay, this is the outfit. Now tell her what to do.
No, she already knows what.
No. Which one are we doing first?
Are we done? We're done, right?
Yeah, I want to gel her head down with it so that it's
One, two, three. We let her finish the gel stuff.
Not to
Is it ready now? Is it ready?
She don't already do before, now she just do after.
Okay. So I do the one that can go with any bit.
What can we do like this? I've not done makeup. What do you guys usually do?
You are leaving. Okay.
Just tell me. That's all.
Just do a video and just like showcase the
I will check before you go.
Okay, this one is just to showcase the makeup.
Can you hear me?
Wait, so I never put jewelry. No, no.
Like you want to showcase the makeup inside this.
So you help me take for the jewelry for Brother Corridor's wife. Evening Corridor's.
Okay, the drawing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Start with me.
Are you standing? Should we have this office space?
Yes.
Use it to clean. Inside.
Does it end up in makeup?
Let Mrs.
Serious.
You don't know. Actually, you can she's a very, very silent.
Is everything inside?
Sister. She's not silent, like her look, she just joined the group. But she has done discipleship class, so she information.
And yeah,
So your tribe.
Yes, for information.
reject it.
It's not that brushing for your motor. Just brushing your motor.
Let me get this one. Where's the phone? I want to show her. I want to show her what she looks like. You use a tail phone. I want to get her.
You want me to take okay, that's the drawing.
No, just to it's not about skill. Yes.
I should just stand here.
Yes.
Should I move forward?
Just stay like that. Start. Just stay like that. Have you seen what you look like? Have you seen what you look like?
What the hell?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Nice. Send it to them. Thank you.
Your wife can
It's fine. You don't need the voice. People will understand. You don't look like that as a joke. Don't worry.
Let me check inside this place.
obviously she doesn't look like what is your
David. Okay, see, I think the others.
You stay in the building.
Are you sure you're visible for everybody?
No, I don't need to leave this. It's not this stuff used to be embarrassing.
Just do the normal.
You must walk.
You eat
Send me my video.
Okay, so which one?
The one
The
that
makeup.
was spraying and the one that you were checking. You still don't show me. The one that they were spraying, though I'll come back.
Then the one with the it's just do you have Instagram?
Yes, sir. This is right.
Really?
Yep.
Where?
It's my church, right?
Where for?
I've been doing it for years.
I know, that's why. Please, let's just do the normal intro like that.
Nothing. I don't say anything. I'm not saying it.
Okay.
Boom. So quick.
Okay, so
My contacts, right?
how did you see?
David Billions.
Billions.
David, yeah. That's right.
David was like, you know,
Just
your name
David
is
Drew.
common.
Ah, okay, David Makeup. I mean, you remember? You know, oh, thank you. Yeah.